Record. Okay. Hi guys. So we're just doing the update for today. Sorry, I just started and I thought I'd better record it for you all. So today we're just going to be, oh, first of all, this call is always the same. It's always for Q&A. So anyone's got any questions, please ask. But we are having a bit of a transition week this week because we're moving over to the school. Now, just for those of you that watch this that don't know what the school is, the reason that we've chosen to use Skool actually is for quite a few different reasons, to be honest. But one of the big reasons is because when somebody comes to our Facebook group, they don't have any particular way of finding their way around it easily and going through the information in an order. Apart from that, in the Facebook group, there's the guides area, which we have tried to utilize as to the best of our ability, but it's still a bit messy. And it's also not very focused. So when you're on Facebook, it's easy to click on something and think, oh, that's interesting. But then it's easy to get distracted in 2 seconds flat because you've got another thing that comes up. You click on that and you forget what you're on before. And it's like, there's no kind of continuity. There's no real focus. Whereas with Skool, and I'm just, like I said, just thinking back to how, hi, Christina, just thinking back to how I use Skool. When I go on Skool, I am really focused on learning whatever I'm learning to when I'm on there. And so even if we only get their attention for half an hour for the first lot of lessons that I've set up, which are going to only take half an hour for them to go through, it allows us to kind of capture their interest for longer. And also for me to take them through A plus B plus C plus D equals E kind of flow, as opposed to what's this all about? Kind of, it's all confusing. And like as the expression goes, a confused mind never buys. So it, it can't be confusing because a lot of people are just too busy or they just, get distracted and then that's it, you've lost them. So, and then we have to have this really kind of difficult way, in a way, of capturing their attention again, because then we get them back through the Facebook group, and if we post, they see it and all of that stuff, which is is still remaining. Don't forget, don't get me wrong, it's a very important part of it to have people still see our posts. But what we're going to try and do as quickly as possible is get anyone who's showing interest to come and get into the school. Because once they become a part of the school, you guys won't have had this experience, by the way. Yes, Christina, I remembered and I put it on just before you came. You won't have had this experience because I wanted to let you, like, nucleus of beta testers in ASAP, and I didn't want to kind of throw you off track. I just wanted you to go straight into the new member training area. But when someone normally joins the school, they're going to go through a different sort of flow because Skool allows us to do all sorts of things, which I don't need to go into right now because, you might not care, but it allows me to like email the person straight away. Whereas with Facebook group, the only people I can email are the people who give us their email address. Well, that's only maybe 5 out of 50, if that, maybe even less, right? So not many people give their email address, and even the people that do give their email address, a lot of those don't even give their real email address. Yeah. So with Skool, they are forced to give their real email address, otherwise they can't get in because they have to go and click on it to get the access, and then you know what I mean? It's a different scenario altogether. So we have got their real email address. Skool allows us to email them. We can send an automated message to them straight away. So it doesn't matter if it's my lead, my friend, your lead, whoever, it doesn't matter. every single lady will get a welcome message, which will tell her what to do, give her the next steps. It's just so much more powerful for getting people to take action. And it's not because they didn't want to take action before in the Facebook group, it's just that they didn't really get guided. And that's the difference. We can guide people a lot more easily in Skool. So, yeah, and then the other great thing about Skool is that for members, I'm going to make the decision hopefully today, but in the next few days, that potentially we don't need System IO for any of the training. We could really realistically just use System IO as it stands for the affiliate link. Yeah, because just so to make it a little bit clearer, why do we need System IO full stop? The reason we need System IO at the moment is because that is where our commissions go through. Okay, so we need you guys to have an affiliate link, which is what affiliate marketing is that you have a link which tracks the computer's cookies back to you. Without your affiliate link, we don't know that that was your sale because it won't be connected to you. So I think everyone knows that. So we need a way to give people an affiliate link, but not just an affiliate link. We need it to be connected to payment processes and a commission structure. And I need like the whole back office to allow me to say, we're giving this percentage and that to 2 tiers and all that stuff, right, that we do. Currently, from what I can work out, Skool doesn't allow you to do 2-tier commissions. It only allows you to do 1 tier. Like you can give commissions, but you can't do 2 times. You can't get commission off the person that invited that person. Yeah, which is what we pay in with System IO. So for now, it's business as usual. We need to keep System IO for that purpose. The other thing which is good about System IO, for any of you who have started to utilize it for this, or any of you who have got, interest in building a stronger affiliate marketing knowledge. Obviously, Woohoo to start with is meant to be simple, no tech involved, no having to set up funnels. We've all, not all of you, but some of you might know, with some programs, there's a huge learning curve around tech. Okay. It's not as simple as they make out. Believe me, if you think Woohoo tech is hard, which there is none apart from trying to log into a platform, well, you can't do an online business and not have to log into something. That's just not going to go away. So if you want to do an online business that has no tech at all, like zero tech, it's not called online, because that's what that's an oxymoron. You can't have an online business without any online component. Otherwise, you sort of like, you've got an offline business. So, of course, there's tech, but that's, stating the bleeding obvious. So you need to be able to log into something. If you don't have internet and you don't have the ability to log into something, then I don't mean to be rude, but online business is not for you, or you need to get someone to sit down with you and really help you carefully to work out that part. But yeah, I mean, even my mum, who's 82, unfortunately, is a prolific Temu buyer of goodness knows what. And even she can work out how to do online. So I think it's not beyond most people. So yeah, anyway, the point of this whole thing is that we do need minimal tech in order to run a simple business but I have got rid of every bit of tech you don't need. However, as I was saying about the System IO, if you are interested, it has got everything you need to run an online business is on System IO. It's a very good program. I like it a lot. It's free. If you want to have it free, you can have it free. You can have a funnel, which basically just means a way for people to give you their email address and then for you to communicate with those people however long you like, pretty simply. And you've got state-of-the-art help desk, by the way. I had the other day, their help desk people ring me. Sorry, oh, I said that. Email me saying, "Hi, Kirsty, we've just looked at the account and we need to give you some advice on this, this, and this for your emails and blah, 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 blah. We want you to do this and this and this." And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like they did all this stuff for me, which you'd have to have a like paid an IT person to do for me. All is just part of being part of their system. So it's a great platform, guys. I don't want to poo-poo System.io at all. But I do think if we keep Skool for the learning portion, especially because it's a great place just to log in and all of that, it's also a great place for us to get new leads because there's a lot of, like for instance, there's a program called Digital Growth Community, which I'm part of, by the way. So don't, I'm not dismissing it being a good program. But the reason I created Woohoo system in the first place was because, I mean, the Woohoo concept, I've had this for more than 10 years. So this isn't like a brand new concept that I just came up with since doing Digital Growth Community, but it made me get my finger out and get on with it because I realized that I didn't want to do what they were teaching us to do. And I thought, well, if I don't want to do it, there must be a lot of other people who don't want to do it. And I like doing videos, for goodness sakes, but I didn't even want to have to go on TikTok every day doing, because personally for me, and it doesn't matter, but just the reason why I don't like doing it, in case you're wondering, why don't you do videos, is because I like the privacy of a private Facebook group and I like the privacy of a private school. I get to choose who's in there seeing those videos. But with things like TikTok and posting on my personal profile, I have people from all over the world who I haven't seen in years say to me, "Oh, yeah, I've been watching your videos." And I'm like, "Oh, I just don't want them to watch. Like, I don't want certain people to see my videos because it's none of their business, or I don't want it to be their business because they're not my target audience, right?" So, personally, for me, that's the reason I don't want to do videos in public because I don't want to be spruiking my business all over the world to goodness knows who. I want to choose who sees my videos. Yeah. So that's kind of my personal perspective, but obviously everyone's got their own reason why they don't. But a lot of people are like me. They've got their work and they don't want their boss seeing it, or they don't want they want to have a business that they're building because believe me, every single day, and even since we started Woohoo, this was not even a thing, right? From when we started doing Woohoo, like not even a year ago to today, the world has changed 1,000,000%. Does anyone want to tell me why? So it's just not me dialogue, sorry, the whole time. But does anyone know why, since not even a year ago, the world is like 1,000,000 times different already? I'll look in the
Because
chat.
everybody's online. A lot of people online now.
Yeah, that's true. But were they not online before?
I think it's massive now. I think it's just booming.
Yeah, well, it's true. So that's a massively good point. Everybody's online. Like literally, I don't think many people in the whole world have not got access to the internet and online. Yeah. Okay, I'll just see if anyone else has got a guess. What is new today that we didn't even really know existed a year ago, honestly? And I don't think many, yes, Linda says AI. Okay. So using things like ChatGPT and AI has changed the world. And I'll ask another question. Does anyone know why that's changed in so many ways because of AI? But so we don't need to go into all those. But pertaining to what we've got as an opportunity, why do you think AI has made our job almost 1,000,000 times easier as well? I'll probably not saying the question in a very good way. Sadly, a lot of jobs have gone. a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And I'm not just talking about in countries like VA-based economies, like a lot of people in countries that their whole economy got built up over the last 10 or so years based on outsourcing. Yeah. Masses of Western countries were using countries that were once upon a time unable to be used by us because of the workforce and whatever to do outsourcing. So call centers and admin data work and manufacturing and goodness knows what, right? Because it's so much cheaper in certain countries because obviously the salaries are less and its cost of living is less, so they can pay less. So that's the only reason, right? But can you imagine how many VAs have lost their job already because of AI? Like stuff that I do now to put together courses, to put together goodness knows what, all sorts of stuff. I can do it in an hour, would take me a month, to be honest, because it would take me to faff around for a month before I'd get it as much done. But I mean, I'm just a nobody. I'm talking about big companies are outsourcing huge amounts of stuff, legal work that is worth tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars to law firms have lost that work because now they don't need them anymore because they've got AI doing the work for them, right? So think about the potential of how many people in a very, not to be morbid, but who haven't got a job anymore that need something, right? Not to mention all the people who are freaking out because their job is going to go. And like, I'm not talking about in 10 years' time, guys. I'm talking about in the next year, maybe even sooner. But I saw something the other day my son sent me because he's in this industry as well now. He said in the next 5 years, like AI will have it changed, and we bandy around numbers like millions, but in a million% or something, it's going to be different again because of exponential learning. So you ain't seen nothing yet is all I'll say to that tirade. But in a way, like it's exciting, okay? The word excitement and nervousness they're the same emotion. It's just that you call it by a different name. It's excitement or nervous. One is a negative connotation, the other one's positive, and that's the only difference. It's the same emotion that your body feels. So you can get excited about it because honestly, since we started Woohoo to today, you've got 100 times more people looking for what we do. Okay, so never think, oh, the market's saturated. Everybody I've told isn't interested. Okay, if that's the case, that is your mindset that needs to be worked on. It's not, you know, it's not true. I'm going to just say it simply. It isn't true. Okay, so everybody is going to need a side hustle. Everybody is going to need it. And if it's your side hustle, if it's another side hustle, believe me, they're looking for a side hustle. So don't have to think, I don't think they're going to be looking. However, we can still go after the low-hanging fruit. We can still go after the people who have put their hand up to say they're interested in a side hustle because there's a lot of side hustles that require people to do videos, which we don't make them do. So that's kind of the long and short of it, right? It's our unique selling point, they call it. It's called a USP. It's always great to have a USP or more than one. And that means what is your unique selling point? What is unique about you that makes you stand out? And the great thing about what we have is you don't have to stand out, Jocabeth. You don't have to stand out, Dorothy. You don't have to stand out, Melanie or Christina or Donny. You don't have to stand out particularly because that's what the Woohoo Women's Club is doing. It's standing out for you. Yeah? You can stand out if you want to, but most people that come to Woohoo don't really want to stand out because they don't, otherwise they'll be on TikTok trying to make a, thing. And go and do that as well if you want to. Like, I'm not saying you can't, as I never do say you can't, but the power of building becoming what they call the messenger as opposed to the message. You don't have to be the message. You don't have to be telling, oh, you want a side hustle? I've got a great side hustle. Okay, come and have a look at what I've got. I want to sell you this thing. It's so good. Come and look at mine because you've got one, but come and look at mine. Mine's better, right? No, you can just say in a nice way, I've trained you this on this before. Oh, wow. Okay. You've got a side hustle. I've got a side hustle. Oh, how cool is it having something that we can build? Like, I'm really excited. Yeah, like yours, I bet yours is good. I love mine. So, that's great to hear. How do you, what do they teach you? How do they teach you to market? How do you get your leads? How do you get people looking at what you do? Put it in your own words, right? But that's all the same thing. How do you market? How do you get leads? How do you get people to look at what you do? All means the same thing. So you just say it however feels natural for you. But that's an open question that isn't saying, oh, what's your business? Because if you start saying, what's your business? You go down a rabbit hole you don't want to go down because then they start selling you their business and then you have to get it back on track and go, oh, well, okay, but I don't care because I don't want your business. And then it's a negative vibe. Yeah. So you want to be from the very start, say, look, amazing, you've got a great side hustle. Sounds great. I love mine too. Excellent. Aren't we lucky ladies? Right? Because then it diffuses the situation. They go, oh, she's happy. And oh, yeah, I'm happy. She might be thinking secretly, I'm not really that happy with mine, but she's obviously happy with hers. So let's just leave it at that. But even if she is happy, at the end of the day, everyone needs leads. Every single person I speak to through my day job, they need leads. That's why I get on the phone with them every day, is because they need leads. It's a thing, right? It doesn't matter if you're making $100,000 a month, which is one of my suppliers' clients is. My supplier is doing a service for him to get him leads. Everybody needs it. It doesn't matter if you're making 100 grand a month or if you're making nothing yet. Everybody needs it. If without leads, you have no business because the leads come in and then they filter down and then someone buys eventually, right? So that's what we help you with. So yes, you can go off, I'm jumping around a bit, but yes, you can go off on System.io and you can make yourself a lead funnel, which basically allows you to capture your leads. So anyone that says they're interested, Jochebeth, yeah, I'm interested, Jochebeth, in what you've got, you could put them into an email list. If you want to learn how to do that, Jochebeth, that will come later with us. It's up to you to learn. But if you don't want to learn that right now, all of the leads that we have in the Facebook group, I can tell you right now, Jochebeth, if you wanted me to, how many leads you've got on your email list. Okay? Because it's on your email list is my email list. I email them for you. Yeah? And at no point do those ladies become my leads because they're yours. That's what the Woohoo Women's Club is. Yeah? So, yes, you can go ahead and start collecting leads, and it's a very good idea to progress in your career as an affiliate marketer. If you can see the future being there for you, it's a good idea to do that. So I won't ever tell people not to do that, but I just think that sometimes the overwhelm becomes too much and people just think, oh, it's not for me, it's too much, I can't do all that stuff, and so they won't do anything. Whereas that's what the Woohoo Women's Club gives people. It's a very easy way to get started. Yeah. So, does anyone have any questions about all of that? Yes, Dorothy, that's exactly right. Saving labor of work, exactly. And faceless, true. Anyone got any questions about that, or anyone want to ask anything about any of that? happy that Karen says that many from South Africa are coming back in. that's great.
I think I don't have as well a question. That's Christina here talking. I would just study really the school, what you do, and get more people in it.
Okay, so thank you for bringing that up. I actually had a question this morning. Oh, what do I do? Do I invite to Skool? Do I invite to Facebook group? Like, what am I doing? Who's like, what, who's inviting? Where are we inviting people? At the end of the day, the leads are attached to you via the Facebook group. Yeah. So I believe that Skool is just an additional way for you to get people to see what we're doing. And it's once you get used to Skool and you see like because I'm about to release the free course, which I'll show you, because you guys haven't seen this yet because you have only got access currently to the paid members course. Yeah. But I'll just share my screen. I'm not sure if you can see this. If you're on your phone, you may not be able to see it, but you can maybe have a look later or you can pop in there. But basically, I don't know if you can see. So we've got, these are in draft still. So this is the free mini course that people will, when they first come into the school, so when they first ask to join the school, they have to be let in. And there are settings in the school that allows me to send people a message, which will send them straight to this free mini course. Okay. And the free mini course has got different lessons, which are going to take the people through to learn about what really the possibility of having an online income that doesn't require making loads of videos and stuff, right? So that's what that free training will do. The videos will be only a few minutes long, so they won't have to do too much, but at least it gives them the ability to learn what is possible. Then they'll be offered to watch our presentation, okay, which I think I put in here already, but I'm going to be changing these lessons, the names of them, but just so you see. So you see here, they get the presentation automatically as part. So here we give them a little taster. Why income, what is online income kind of thing? How can you do it without posting all over the place, blah, blah, blah. Quick videos, and then they get to the presentation once they're ready to watch that. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but this is going to have to be fine-tuned, but we'll test it to start with, that once they're ready, they can go into the private Facebook group. Okay. Now, if they click on the private Facebook group, most people have Facebook on their phone. I don't, so it doesn't work for me. But if they did, it would automatically open up the Facebook group as we all know it. Yeah. And it will allow them to join the Facebook group if they're not already a member of the Facebook group. Okay. But remember that if you've invited that lady to the Facebook group and she hasn't joined the Facebook group yet, or she didn't even really know she was invited to the Facebook group, but then she clicks on this, it will automatically, even though this is just the general link, it will automatically I can't think of the word for it, but it will automatically trigger, I guess, the fact that she was invited by you. Yeah. So that's the first step so that we know. And then she can comment, I'm ready. Yeah. But we will also be following her up. The other thing too, at the bottom here, it says, if she's ready, click on this. So either way, we'll get the lady. Yeah. So then there's a post in the school as well. So there's two different ways they can go, but depending on where they click. So we've got them all covered. And then this one just says, say I'm ready in the comments. Yeah. Oh, we already got the I'm ready, but I think you ladies are already in it. But this is basically thank you for doing that. That helps a lot to get other people seeing that other people are saying I'm ready. So if everyone wants to say I'm ready, that's actually a great idea. But for now, then we will still do the same normal system. However, we will, as much as we possibly can, we will be sending the link for you. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you that. So in the setup for here, guys, that if you went through this, this will be the what do you call it? Teaching you how to use Skool. When someone's brand new, they're going to be more excited about going through it because they've just started. Yeah, you guys are a bit more blasé because you have already been in it, but it's still a good idea for you to go through this because I wanted to show you. I've got to find out where it is myself. Here we go. How we track referrals. It teaches you and it will give you the spreadsheet here. If anyone wants to feedback anything, you can. Oh, and then it makes you put your name on the Google form. Yeah. The Google form is how we track all of your links, guys. So if you don't fill out the Google form when you first start, which I think 99.9% of everyone watching this will have already done this, so please don't do it twice because we don't need it twice. We have then, admin has the list of all the people who have joined and what their link is. Yeah, because we can look it up. So in 2 seconds flat, when someone says in the school, I'm ready, or they comment on the I'm ready in the Facebook group, we can look up your link for you and we can send it to them. Now on Skool, we can message anyone we darn well want to, and we don't get in trouble, which is so much better because in Facebook, it's like that whole annoying if you message people you're not friends with, and if you do too many of them, and if you send links, they get you all banned and all the rest of that rubbish. Whereas with Skool, they couldn't give two hoots, I don't think. But anyway, the point is it's your member in your school and you can message them as much as you want. So we can send your link on behalf of you guys. As soon as we see your name, we can send your link for you. Yeah. So do you see how this can be so much better for admin to track everything, for us to get on it straight away, all the rest of it? And we'll also be doing like workshops that will sell people into it. We'll also be doing upgrades to our next course, which means you can earn up to $1,000 per sale, etc., etc. Okay. Now, the other thing to keep in mind too is that I think I went off on a tangent, funnily enough, but Digital Growth Community, which has got 50, I don't know if you guys know that one, but just so you know, this is the one I'm part of because it's my I'm a member, a paid member, a $900 paid member. Look how many people they've got in their community. 55,000 members. Yeah. Now, I'm absolutely not telling you that you should be poaching people from their group because that is not nice and you will get deleted straight away anyway. But you can actually follow people on Skool. Yeah. And if you follow someone, she'll no doubt, because not many people do it. And like I said, I'm not teaching you to do poaching and all of that stuff because, that's not what we're here to do. But the point is, there's lots of different groups like that, maybe not that one, but other ones where there's many people already put their hand up, yeah, to make money. I'm just going to have a quick look. The only thing I'm not sure of how to do, oh, here it is. So look, see, discover communities. So make money. Let's just put this in, right? Now, there's 1,000 results for make money. So I wouldn't go into, you've got like some of these are free, some of them are cost money. But this is quite a great place for you to network. And I'm not telling you to go in and start selling to people, guys. Goodness, please, please don't. That's exactly the opposite of what we teach. But it doesn't hurt you to join some of these groups, especially if they're free, as long as they're on the same lines, yeah, because you don't really want to go into AI business, like, pick your right people. We'll probably do a training on this later, but let's just put in affiliate. Um, how many groups are there? Over 1,000 with affiliate written in them as well, yeah? So anyway, it's good to see, just see the sorts of stuff. There's pages and pages and pages and pages of these. Again, like maybe pick the bigger groups so that you're not, um, obviously joining it and then just becoming friends with people. But um, anyway, you get the point, yeah? So you can then message those people. I think I'm not sure if you have to be, if they have to allow you to connect. And I think there's settings as well in your actual profile settings where it allows you to, let me just have a quick look. Um, membership visibility. You can turn you like you can have a play with this, but you can turn off the groups that you don't want people to see that you're in if you want to keep it private. But the great thing is other people don't know that really. And they have got their groups. So if I click on anyone's link, like I'll show you another quick example. Um, sorry, let me just go back to the digital growth community. Say Bernie, okay, here. See how I can see all the different groups she's in? So this is quite a good way to network a bit, Anyway, I'm just kind of showing you a few little things which are quite cool about Skool. But a lot of women will find you because of this. So this is why I'm saying you can go into, I'll teach you this later, but you can join other free communities that are also about money and stuff, and you can become a good member of that, helping people and stuff and connecting with people without selling. And they will then look on your profile and they'll say, oh, what's this Woohoo Women's Income Club? Oh, I might join that too. Okay. So you really do have to, you know, as I was saying that, I was just realizing that person will not be connected to you. Okay. So this is where the Facebook group really comes in is comes into its own, because once you talk to someone, say to them, we have a Facebook group as well. Have you seen that? And you can just give them the link to the Facebook group, knowing that they've joined the Facebook group too. Yeah. So just kind of still stay with the Facebook group, still stay with making sure that all the people you invite to the Facebook group are your main lifeblood of leads. Does anyone have any questions? The only difference now is that with your 30 minutes, you add 5 minutes to go into Skool each day and be an active member of Skool. I wanted just to show you as well. I'm sure that guys, you've seen it already, but have you seen the leaderboard?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so we've got the ability to track the last 7 days, 30 days, and all-time people. Okay, so currently Taryn is 2, but she was number 1 until yesterday. So Colleen has just been going great, but it literally, this is just from being an active participant. Okay. But I have got the Skool games coming for us, which is the Woohoo games, because the school did their own games, but it's basically going to be a challenge, which is going to be fun, but not until October. So don't worry, you've got time to get yourself used to everything, where you're going to have a challenge to do these different things, and we're going to give away all sorts of prizes and stuff like that. But the great thing is, all of it is going to be tracked by Skool. So you can see if you're winning at any time of day. Yeah? So you can see how much more you need to do in order to win, or how much more you could do to get where you're going and all of that stuff. So I think it should be quite fun. And obviously the prizes will be good, as we all know. So yeah, I think you're going to have, it's going to be pretty fun being able to use that area as well. And obviously you've got your map that you can see where everybody's from. You can see if there's anybody that's near you that you might want to network with, all of that kind of stuff. And this will obviously keep growing, but look at the potential, guys. I mean, look, it's a big place, this world. It's full of people. So, the other great thing about Skool, I think, is that it's run by a guy. Oh, that's my email. Don't need to show you that. Um, it's run by a guy called Alex Hermosi and Sam Ovens. These are the two guys that own Skool. He, I believe, started Skool. Yeah, see, he's the CEO. And then Hermosi is his also a co-founder of Skool. This guy here in particular, I don't know much about Sam Ovens yet, but Alex Hermosi is an absolute dynamo when it comes to marketing and different ideas and different stuff. My household at the moment has 3 books that he's written. My son's really into Alex Hermosi too. So we've got big hard copy books that I'm going through at the moment, learning all sorts of new ideas. But the great thing is his ideas are all based on what he created Skool, or sorry, the other way around. The Skool is based on his ideas for online marketing. So everything that we need to run promotions and to have a great flow for people and all that stuff, he puts into Skool because it's what he teaches, if that makes sense. So it's a fantastic oh, was I not sharing then? Sorry, guys. I was meaning to show you this. So Schoolers is the group you get into when you first join Skool. You get offered, I think, to join it. And this is the basically people who want to learn how to use Skool well. But you don't need to particularly go in here, but I just wanted to show you that this is the guy here who created Skool, these 2 guys. And this guy is the guy I was just talking about with all the marketing ideas and whatever, right? So that's who I'm learning a lot of new stuff for. Lots of our new ideas for how we do promotions and stuff like that is going to come from learning from him and stuff that he's doing. So that will be fun too. But what's cool about it is that he's created the Skool platform to give us the ability to do what we want to do. Okay, and there's going to be even coming, I believe, pretty soon, videos we don't need Zoom anymore. We can, with this Q&A call that's going right now, you could click on it. At the moment, you have to click on the Zoom and we're in Zoom, but soon it will all be just handled inside Skool. So you don't even have to have Zoom connection and worry, like you can literally just come in here and you can click and you can get our calendar. We've got the 11 o'clock call, but we're going to have I want to have daily calls that you guys can tap into to do your work. We can all get together. We can do stuff at the same time. We can all be on live. It's going to be super fun. So I'm pretty excited by what's going to come for us with the Skool. This peaceful income method is the actual paid course that you guys are in. Okay.
Wonderful.
And this is where we're going to have a lot of the daily lessons and stuff like that. And also so that you can download the spreadsheet and it's like a one-stop shop. You can just come in here and you can find everything you need will be available for you in the Skool. Okay. So I'll just mute off. Just mute you, Christina. So yeah, anyone want to make any comments or anyone got any questions? Oh, thanks, Kelly, but I didn't see that till after I already realized. Um, was I still not showing my screen, or did I show you the screen then? Anyway, okay, good. So yeah, that's basically all I really think that you can be bothered to listen to me today about. So unless anyone's got any more questions, I think I shall continue to get on with building it out. So the Skool, just so you know, is a platform for you guys to get all you need to run your business, but it's also going to be a very strong place for us to get new leads and new interest. But they still have to be connected to you in the Facebook group in order for you to get the sale. Um, One thing to keep in mind is just say you make a lead on Skool. You're chatting to a lady on Skool and she says, oh, I'd like to, that sounds great. Say, oh, okay, what's your Facebook? Are you on Facebook? And get her to friend you on, make sure you friend her on Facebook. That's what I would do if it was me. I'd say, oh, shall I follow you on Facebook and you can follow me or whatever as well? Because that's where we do a lot of our stuff too. And then just, if she's like, no, I don't want you like that, she's probably not the right person, let's face it, okay? But if she's like, yeah, okay, fine. Or you can send your Facebook profile URL to her and say, yeah, just send me a friend request on Facebook and I'll invite you to the group. Yeah? And then just invite her into the group so that at least, even if she doesn't accept the invitation straight away, if she does go on to want to join, she's connected to you for 28 days. Yeah, that invitation's gone out to her for 28 days. So even if she takes her sweet time to get around to joining us, if it's within the next month, she'll have to go through your invitation to the Facebook group anyway, unless she puts somebody's name in the questions, which we know about. So, okay. So anyone got any questions on that one? No? No? Okay. Are you off somewhere nice, Christina?
Yeah, I'm just again in South Croydon. I just walk by, so it's nice. I
Just
just
going
started
out
six
for a walk.
o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
Oh,
and just in London, just to walk a little bit and meet some friends and old people, and that's it.
nice. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Well, it turned out to be nice now. Thankfully, all the
it's
blue skies
beautiful.
come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I have got a lot to continue on with as far as getting the school ready for like full action. But if I haven't even had a second to look at the feedback form yet, but if anyone wants to give me their feedback on the school and they have any bugs or they feel like something's not whatever, I don't know, just anything, I might not definitely change it, but I'll definitely read it, is what I'll promise you. And I take back the feedback. So go ahead and share that with me if you want to. So,
Thank, thank you
okay.
very much. It's amazing.
Oh, good.
Thank
I'm
you. Have
glad.
a wonderful day, people.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Bye.